Good morning, everyone. Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for attending the webinar. I would like to thank you for keeping yourself available to attend our webinar. I hope that you will find this webinar, it's informative for you, and you will get what you expected from that webinar. Thanks once again to keep yourself available. So I would like to update you that will be with me here, my colleagues, Fernando and Francisco. They will be supporting me to answer your questions when you need to write it. So please feel free to keep your questions while we are presenting. And also they will, during the presentation, they are going to play a survey. So please feel free to give us your honest feedback and honest advice to be considered in during the coming webinars. Also, I would like to update you that we are planning to make many webinars. We are planning each 6 weeks webinar to share with you guys our new updates, new technologies that we are offering to the market. So let's start with the presentation. Allow me to share my screen. Before we start, I would like to tell you that this presentation, it's recording. So in order to share it with you right after the presentation. So we are going to discuss today about the smart grid solutions that EDIBON already have for to cover this area for energy and the smart grid. So, but we are going to speak a little bit about EDIBON to give an idea to who attends the meeting and doesn't know more information about EDIBON. So let's go for the agenda. So as I said, that we are going to discuss a little bit about EDIBON. So we will, we suppose play a video to give you introduction about our company, but we said that, okay, we will share it with you in the chat box to try to cover most of the points that we need to discuss today. So my colleague Francisco is going to share with you on in the Dropbox for the chat the link for these videos that we we intend to play in during this presentation, and then we will talk about general information about EDIBON, and we will share with you the sales team. So please, when we present this slide, I hope if you can take some pictures or you can take a screenshot whenever you need to connect with the person that's responsible for your area. And then we will discuss about SCADA technology that EDIBON added to their equipment. And we will talk a little bit about the feature when you have this technology to be added in the equipment. And we will make a round in our website to show to you where you can find more information about our equipment, and whenever required to download our presentation to share it with some of your customers, or to get more information about our equipment. And if you need to contact us, where you can contact us. So we'll make like 2 minutes or 3 minutes a visit to our website. And then we will discuss about some funded projects that EDIBON contributed with the European Union. So we will try to emphasize the message of sharing with you this information. And then we will go for the main core of the discussion today about the smart grid. We have selected some of our equipment that we have for this area, and then we will bring the question and answers. And as I said earlier, that my colleague Francisco is trying to answer the questions right after you share it with us in the chat. So let's go ahead. About EDIBON. We suppose play this video, but please, Francisco, try to share the link right now because we don't need to consume more time. But they can, our participants, they can visit the YouTube channel and specifically to go for this introduction video. And I invite you guys to use this video whenever you need to present EDIBON to any of the customers. So please try to visit this video and also try to take like 1, 2 minutes, 3 minutes in our YouTube channel. You will get a lot of updates. We're always keeping these updates in our YouTube channel. So EDIBON. EDIBON is a manufacturer and designer for technical and research equipment that related to engineering education. So we are doing the design and the fabrication for all the equipments that we have for different kind of areas of engineering education. So we'll try to do the equipments and fabricate the equipments, design it according to the most advanced technology that already exists in the market. With the support of our R&D department, they always look for the new technology, and because you know the technology, it's moving so much quickly, and that's why our engineers are always busy to search for the new technologies that published and how can we optimize our equipment according to the new technology. EDIBON, they have 45 years experience of this field. So we are well known in many countries, as we can see in the coming slides. So our mission to, as I said, to create, fabricate, design our equipment according to the latest and advanced technology available in the market. Our vision is to be the leadership worldwide in this field. So our value, we always believe that our contribution in this education enhancement definitely will contribute directionally or indirectionally for the environmental protection. So it's a responsibility on us that to be contributed in this enhancement of the education, which is for sure will directly contribute for the environmental protection. Our facility, we already based in Madrid. We have a very modern factory, which is already integrated with all our administrative departments, and also our R&D department. It's already in the same area. And by the way, I would like to let you know that our factory, it's already built with a smart way. So it's already fed with a smart and renewable energy. So we already built this is at a new factory, and it's already integrated all the departments together. So in order to have this, you know, the flexibility of the discussion and also to integrate everything in one place. So the whole area, it's almost 40,000 square meters. Our R&D department is already in the same building. We have a fabrication plant with almost 3,000 meters square. Our quality control in the same place. I love to share numbers because numbers can tell us more information. So before talking about this number that has been listed in this slide, I would like to tell that we are targeting or in connection with 3 categories of customers in any country. So the high education level, which is like universities, engineering schools, and also vocational training institutions. And also with some of the specific research centers like oil and gas research centers, energy research centers, and sometimes for food technology research centers. So some ministries, they have their own research centers that aim to increase or to enhance the, the capability of their workers. And also EDIBON, as you could see in this slide, that we have footprint in more than 145 countries all over the world. So our equipment, it's already doing their mission in most of the popular universities all over the world. So we having equipments in Harvard, in MIT, Carlos Darwin. We have equipments in Singaporean Institution for Technology. And here I would like to speak with you about those numbers that you can see in the slide. So EDIBON, up to date, they already serve more than 6,500 orders. So imagine each order has a story, each order has connections. So we already connected with many and many of the customers all over the world, and this can reflect the trust of our customers for on our equipment or our services that we offering to the market. And also, we have in our system 2,780 customers already active. So those customers might be in the client, might be a representative. So this number is a huge number to be in our system, and we will share with you some statistics about their feedback on us. And also we are able to do installation and testing commissioning whenever required. And up to now, EDIBON already success to carry out more than 800 orders. So we are able to travel anywhere to support the customer and the client whenever required. And here I would like to talk to you about the share of our production. The most part of our production aim to be exported to go anywhere. So we are about 89% of our production, it's aimed to export. And here you can see the list of all the countries that we are contributed. Our products already over there working, doing its mission and supporting our customers for their education plan. And you can see here, as we discussed earlier, that the areas that we contributing in each country, it's higher education, technical vocational training, engineering training centers, and research centers. What we are doing, what are our services exactly? So we are doing design. So our R&D, they will do our design completely. So EDIBON, they do 100% of the design in-house. So we are not depending on third party to keep to us or to make to us the design. And that's why EDIBON, they already more strong. And this is one of our strengths, that whenever required to do a specific design, we can do with the support of our R&D. So directly, we are doing 100% of the design in-house. Fabrication, the same. We are doing the fabrication completely in our factory in Spain. So we have only one factory in Spain. Quality control. We do quality control right after fabricating the equipment and also before shipping the material to our customers. So we have some regulation. For example, if the order or the equipment's ready in our warehouse, in our stock. So before going to ship the material, we do another quality control and to be sure that the equipment are fit and it's going to do the mission that require. The installation, we do installation, testing, commissioning, as I emphasized earlier. And also we do training, whether in-house or in the site of the customer whenever required. After sales service, we have our dedicated team for after sales service. They are able to respond to the customer whenever required any support, any assist. And we have some regulation, as I'm going to share in the coming slides, that we have to respond to the customer to finalize his support request or his requirement. within 15 days whenever we receive the claim or the support request. The quality, we always follow the most standard quality systems in order to be able to penetrate most of the markets, because each market sometimes they have some requirements of the quality certificates. And as you can see here, that EDIBON is already certified for most of the known quality certificates. So we have it all. And even the UL listed that will support us to also expand the US market, especially because they require this is a lot. About the warranty, again, some numbers. Our warranty, it's 5 years, and it can give you indication how we are trusting our equipment. So we don't need to talk about the competition, but not all our competitors, they can offer this 5 years warranty. So we are offering 5 years warranty because we are trusting our equipment, as well as we are keeping, we are committing that the spare part for all our equipment will be valid for 15 years. So whenever you need a spare part for the equipment, you can stay for 15 years. You can request any spare part and you will find it, because some manufacturers, they will tell you this spare part, sorry, this line, it has been disconnected. But we are committing from the day one of receiving the PO that the spare part, it's available for 15 years. And here's some numbers I would like to share it with you, that as I said to you, that we have some regulation. Whenever our after sales department receive any claim or any support requirement, we would like to finalize it within 15 days. This is as per our regulation. But you know, the things is not going to be smooth 100%, but we are doing our best to enhance this things. That's why 85%, almost 84.5%, we already finalized the claim or the support request less than 15 days. From 15 to 30 days, 13.2. More than 30 days, very, very minimum, 2.3. So 85% almost to finalize it within 15 days. We believe that this is a good, achievement. So that's why we aim to share with you. EDIBON, they have huge numbers of equipments and products. And why? Because we are concentrating in 14 areas of education, whether physics, energy, mechatronics, fluid, food technology, environmental, biomedical. So we are trust that we are covering all engineering education areas. And that's why we have huge number of equipments. And once we are going to visit our website, we believe that our website is very well organized, that can guide any browser or any customer will need to grab any information, as we are going to see that during the presentation. So we have 16,000 products among those 14 areas. And more than those 14 areas, we have laboratories, accessories, and customized pilot plant. So some customers, they need to have a complete laboratory. So we are trying to do this design, and that's why we have accessories for all the laboratories. And also we can do pilot projects, and we have been contributing in a lot of pilot projects. And maybe you can search on YouTube, you can search it by Move4. It's one of the pilot projects that has been successfully contributed with the European Union. The feedback from the customers. We take care so much about the feedback from the customers. That's why we always ask them to give us feedback. And that's why I said to you that my colleague is going to play a survey during the presentation to get even a feedback from you about the presentation, whether it's informative for you or no. And that's why we always leave with this culture to get a feedback from the customer, because in order to develop, in order to contribute more in the market, you have to listen to the customer to get from them a feedback. And the level of our feedback that we got from our customer, 97% of our customers would like to work with us once again, which is very, very good feedback, and we are so proud of that. And in terms of satisfaction, the customer satisfaction, the score, it's about 9.4, which is good as well. In this slide, I'm going to share with you our sales team. So please feel free to take a screenshot in order to be in touch with the persons that are responsible for each dedicated area. Our strategy here to keep key account manager, sales manager for each area. So based on the language, based on the geographic location. So Anna, she is the sales manager for Latin America and also India. Carlos, he is a sales manager for USA and Canada. Fernando, he is with us today, and he is responsible, he is a sales manager for domestic market and the whole Europe. Honkal, she is the sales manager for Asia and some of the countries in Middle East, especially GCC. Francisco is a sales manager for the countries that speak Portuguese, like Portugal, like Brazil, Guinea-Bissau, and so on. I'm the responsible side, I'm the responsible for Anglophone Africa, the countries that speak English. And she is the responsible for MENA area, Middle East and North Africa. So please take a screenshot and feel free to be in touch with our colleagues whenever required. We'll speak a little bit about the SCADA technology. For sure, SCADA technology, it's not an innovation from EDIBON. We all know SCADA, it's supervision, control, and data acquisition. But what the patent that EDIBON they have, we success to use the SCADA system in the educational equipment. And by using the SCADA feature over this educational equipment will give you a real feeling how can you use this SCADA in the normal life. Secondly, it will allow you to do a lot of experiment by using this equipment. So it will emphasize the useful of this equipment to you, and also will allow the teachers and the students to do a lot of scenarios during the education process. So most of our units, they have basic one and the computerized one. When we talk about the computerized one, is the one integrated with the SCADA feature. So you will have the unit, you have some sensors and actuators that can be interact with the unit and the interface control unit. And we have the software that will allow you to see a lot of graphs, a lot of variables, control elements. And also we have data acquisition board, which is allowing to connect the PC with the interface unit. And by the way, I would like to share with you some numbers about our data acquisition boards. It can deal with 2,500,000 data per second up to 1,250,000 data per second, which is huge, and also will keep the system very speedily, and also can adapt any scenario that the students and the teacher need to accurate. Here I kept this slide, and please try to feel free to take a screenshot, because I'm not sure that we can cover all of them. These are some expansions that EDIBON already added to the equipment. So some of our equipment, it's already those expansions, it's already added to our equipment. Those expansions will enhance using the equipment. I would like just to emphasize two of them, which is ASN, EDIBON SCADA network. This feature will give you ability, for example, if you have a laboratory with different kind of equipments. With this system, you will be able to allow one teacher can control all those equipments in one room. And also, this lab, you can configure to keep up to 30 students or more, each one sitting over his PC, but he can control from the PC any one of this equipment in the same laboratory. So the teacher as well only one teacher can control all these 30 students and all this equipment, and also will give you ability even to control those units online. eCloud Learning, it's a platform, and we are offering a lot of training sessions over our equipments which we have in our factory. So please try to, whenever you get in our website, you can search with this acronym and you'll get more information. And later, if you need more information, just text us, be in touch with the sales person that are responsible in your area, and he will give you more information. I would like to take you like a visit to our website. I would like just to show to you where you can find all our equipments whenever you require. So let me stop the screen and I will share once again. This is our website. So for the products area, you will see all those 14 areas of education as I was explaining to you. And when you stop over any one of them, for example, for energy or electricity, when you stop here, the panel will take you to another sub categories or sub titles with more equipment, and until you will reach to the equipment that you would like to get information on it. So when you press this one, it will take you with all the availability, all the equipment that related to this area. And for example, if you open this by view unit, you will find catalogs and the specification. Some of the equipment, they have already video here. So when you click this button, it will take you to the YouTube channel to see the video, the explanation video. So here also, whenever required to get some resources like presentation, you can get it from here. And some general catalogs with different kind of languages, you can download it easily from here. And when you need to contact us, just you can hit here and you fill this form, and directly it will come to your dedicated sales manager. Okay, so we have a lot of things in the website. The most point that I would try to emphasize, this is the area for catalogs. This is the area for all the education areas that we will talk about. So I will go back once again to our presentation. So this is our website, the link for our website, and this is our website for USA. So they're almost the same, but this is for a US and this is the global one. So please try to visit our website right after the webinar and try to explore more and to be familiar with our website. Here, I would like to share with you some news, and the message that I would like to emphasize here is that we are contributing with European Union for some of the researches, and we got funded by them. So it will reflect the trust of the European Union on EDIBON to contribute in those such research programs. So the first one for artificial intelligence and digitalization. So we have been funded by European Union to contribute in this project. This project aimed to emphasize using the artificial intelligence in the education during the education process. Also, we have been funded by European Union to contribute in one of the research projects that related to the green hydrogen production, which is the trend for the renewable energy. What I would like to emphasize by sharing those two projects, that we are a trusted company by European Union and worldwide, and we are contributing with them for the research programs and research plans. And this one, as I said earlier, that it kept on us some responsibility of contributing, of enhancing the environmental protection. Here we go for the main core of our presentation today, for the solutions that EDIBON have for the
Syed,
small.
can you hear me, my friend? Just what if we release now that survey, the first survey we have, that will take only a couple of minutes, then I let you go back to the presentation. What do you think?
Please do that.
Okay, just that
I
will
will
take
keep myself
only,
mute.
no worries. That will take only a couple of minutes for them to answer that. That's very, very important for us to understand what exactly they come from and so on. Just a minute.
Thank you, Francisco. Just let me know once you need me to restart.
I will, no worries.
Thank you.
Yeah, we have completed that. Just before you finish the presentation, we'll be releasing the second one, all right? Please go on.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So this is the main core of our webinar today, to discuss about the smart grid solutions and the simulators that EDIBON already have to simulate most of areas, and we can say all of the power system, electrical power system. So here we go. We all know the importance of the electrical systems in any nation. So you know that the first question any investor will ask when they invest in any country, they will ask about the stability of the energy, the stability of electricity. And you all know that the increment and the development of this sector is going so fast, especially by optimizing using the renewable energy. So the demand increased a lot, and that's why EDIBON, they already decided to have many or different equipments that can allow the students and the universities to simulate all this power system in order to enhance the education level, the skills, the capability of the workers in this specific and sensitive area. So EDIBON, they have wired and modular types to cover all the areas of power system. We all know the power systems are divided to three main areas and the load as well. So we have generation departments, you have in the power system transmission department and the distribution as well as the load. So we try to keep equipments available to cover all these areas. So during the presentation, I'm going to talk about some selected series only because it will not be enough to present all the details of all our equipments. I can tell you that we have many and many equipments related to energy and smart energy area. So that's why I would like you to go and visit our website once again and go for the energy smart grid solution. You will get a lot of equipments. But here I try to select some of the equipments that can give you an idea how we cover all those segments in the power systems. As I said, the generation, transmission, and distribution part, as well as with the load. So ABS 12, it's one of the advanced equipment, and we are going to talk about this equipment in details because it's the most advanced equipment. AAL MBSS, AAL T1, AAL BSGC. So we are going to speak a little bit about the difference between each one of them. So the title here tells different systems to different uses. Sorry. So according to your requirements, according to your plan to use this equipment, we have different equipments and different systems that already adapt or to be suitable for your requirements. So the difference here, the main differences between each one of them, I would like to emphasize right now. So as I said to you that we have wired system, complete wire system, and modular type. So ABS 12 is the most advanced equipment, which is complete wire. Means that when you have a customer, they don't need to do an experiment to connect the generation, transmission, and distribution together. Just as they need to make scenarios of power system. This is the equipment for that. This equipment, it's a complete power system and real power system. So this one can give you real-time simulation for the complete power system for generation, transmission, and distribution as well. With a capacity 12 kilowatt capacity, and as I said, it covers all the power system. And this one, it will be fit and suitable for the utilities because utilities, they have their own research centers and they need to enhance the knowledge and the capability of their workers. So by using this equipment, as we can see in the coming slides, they will enhance their awareness, their knowledge about the power system before going to the field. And even while they are working, they enhance them for some new process or new operation schemes they would like to share. So it will give you a lot of ability to make scenarios. AAL MBSS, it's almost like ABS 12, but what is the difference? This is a modular type. Modular type means when you need to do the connection with your own between generation and transmission and so on. So it will give ability to the students to have the knowledge how they connect it together and how can they do scenarios of connections. And this is the difference between this and the other one, which is a lower capacity, but this is not the main major point. The main major point, this is a modular type, and this is a complete wire. So AL MBSS, it's suitable for the engineering universities or the engineering schools. So it will add a lot of features. ALTI, this is the equipment when your customer just would like to focus for the transmission part. So some customers, they said, no, I'm not interested to simulate the generation part or even the distribution. So this item or this equipment or this system, it's fit for this requirement. But also we can add the simulation of the generation part, but will not be more advanced like AAL MBSS or ABS 12. The other equipment, AALBSGC, it's a solution when the customer didn't identify exactly what he wants. So some customers, they will come to you and say, I need an equipment can simulate the whole power system, but I don't know exactly what I would like to specify, for example, for the transmission, about the protection. What are the functions that they need to add? So this is a simulation. It's suitable for the customers that they are not defining what they need exactly, and it will give them simulation for the power system, but for sure with less features than the other ones that we have talking about. AL Fuse G is a simulator for the load part, the consumers. So that's why under this series we have many trainers. So trainer for smart metering, it will give information to the students about what is the behavior of the smart metering. So how they can do the configuration, what is the relation between the utility and the user, how can I play with the, the fees, the bill, these things. And another trainer, it's called Smart Energy Trainer. And this Smart Energy Trainer can give information to the students how they will deal with the smart homes and the smart application. So in this trainer, you will find the smart switches, smart lights, smart heaters, and so on. Net metering training, it's a simulator, can, simulate if the customer is going to produce some energy and would like to sell to the utility at any time. So what is the relation as of now between the utility and the customer, and the other way around, from the utility to this customer? And to simulate that, we already kept like a motor that can simulate a wind turbine and generate the energy, how it goes to the utility, and how the energy comes from the utility to the customer if required. So this wind turbine, it's just simulation for any kind of renewable. And for sure, most of the houses, they are going to use the PV, solar energy. And also, we have the most usable smart grid loads, and this load can simulate the most common loads categories, which is inductive load, whenever you need to simulate motors or running machines, capacitive loads like capacitors, like the compensation to the transmission line, and also the resistive load, where you are this is to simulate the heater loads, and this loads that it's already linear, not capacitive, not inductive. We suppose play this video, but it will take long time, and we would like to cover all the points that we need to cover during this webinar. So that's why my colleague Francisco is going to share the link. I hope that you will listen to that link. This video, it's talk about the details of ABS 12, but no worries. We are going to discuss about it in details right now. So ABS 12, as I said, it's the most advanced equipment that can simulate a real power system. It's a real power system, to be really honest. When we are going to see the contents of this equipment, it's a real power system. So it's a complete wire, that I said. So it's very suitable for the utilities. It's generated, and it's integrated with more than 486 control variables, whether electrical or mechanical. With this huge number of control variables, will give you ability to study many phenomena might happen in the power system, in the real life. So it will enhance the capability of the workers. That's why we said this piece is for utilities. And also, some universities, they have our equipment in their labs. They do in the morning, education sessions for the students, and afternoon they will do training courses for the utilities workers. So it's a very, very good piece of equipment. So what is the content of this equipment? This equipment includes two hubs, hub 1 and hub 2. Hub 1 for the SCADA for the electrical variables, SCADA 2 which is for the mechanical part or that related to the variables related to the power plant. So you will feel yourself that you are inside a real power system and you are dealing with a real life or real scenarios by using this SCADA. In order to simulate the generation part, we have two real generators, G1 and G2, and each generator, it's already includes AVR to make the control the generation voltage. Whenever required to connect the generator 2 with the generator 1, when you do a synchronization operation, and this system, it's already include the synchronization system that will allow the students to know how they connect two generators in parallel. We all know that in order to connect generator 2 with generator 1 or any parallel generators together, you have to be sure that they are in the same three factors: same voltage, same frequency, same sequence. So this equipment, it's already include the synchronization panel. In order to simulate the transformers, we have 4 kinds of transformers, and those why 4? In order to simulate all types of the transformers that you can find in the power system. So in the power system, you can find the step-up transformers where you need to increase the voltage from the generation voltage level to the transmission voltage level. So by TG1 and TG2, it's a startup transformers. This simulate the main transformers for the power plant. TGR1 and TGR2 will simulate the transformers inside the national grid or for the transmission part. And sometimes you can simulate by using them the transformers that they already inside the power plants that connect the network with the power plant. And that's why there is a little difference between TGR1 and TGR2. TGR2, it's include tap changer, and the other one doesn't include that. So because some transformer includes tap changer in order to regulate the output voltage to be adapted with the bus bar. So it's I was trying to emphasize that those transformers are not similar, and that this diversely we aimed to simulate everything about the transformation in the power system. About the transmission, we have LTS1. LTS1, it's a simulation for the transmission lines and the protection system over this transmission line. So LTS1, it can simulate the national grid. So we have 2 lines. So you will be free to make scenarios between the 2 parallel transmission lines. And also we have complete protection relay system. And we are using the most advanced multifunction protection relays with all functions like differential protection, distance protection, over current, under voltage, over frequency, everything. And mostly we are using SEL relays, but it's a part of customized. If some customer require to use GE, Schneider, ABB, we can change the relay according to their requirement. Because some customers, they would like to say, most of my asset in the power plant or in the system from this brand. So we will try to do it because most of the multifunction protection relays are similar, but different in the configuration. And to simulate the distribution and consumption part, we have DSL1. It's part of this equipment to simulate the distribution substations and the protections that related to this distribution substation. SGDL1, which is to simulate the load. As I said to you earlier, it's part of one of the load equipments. This can simulate load, resistive load, capacitive load, or linear load as well. So as I said earlier, that this equipment, it's controlling 486 control variables, which is huge among whether electrical or mechanical. So this numbers, it's the allocation for those variables among generation, transmission, and distribution. 200 variables for generation, 111 for transmission, and those numbers are variable, by the way. So while we are doing the design specifically for any customer, it might be increased, decrease a little bit. So, but this is the standard variables that we have for this equipment. The features, the conclusion of features that about this equipment, that it already includes SCADA system. So most of the power systems you already control monitoring the grid by using a SCADA system. So when you are using this equipment, your users will be capable to use the normal life SCADA system. A SCADA net, it will give you ability to control this unit online or to connect it with the normal SCADA in the power system for training purpose for sure, or if you need our support sometimes, so we can guide you through this feature. And this is a smart grid solution, which is real-time simulation. And for sure, it can simulate the whole national grid. And the most important point I would like to emphasize here, the blackout and recovery energy system. By using this feature in this equipment, it will avoid you from a lot of losses. You know, most of the utilities, they are trying to avoid blackouts. Why? Because to recover this system, once again, it will take a lot of effort and a lot of time, and it will cost you more. You can't imagine 1 hour of blackout for any system, how much it costs the nation for that. So most of the utilities, they will try as much as they can to avoid this blackout. And by using this simulator, you can simulate this blackout, and you can simulate even to recover the power system once again, because it's very complicated. Because once you have blackout, completely blackout, you have to build up one unit, and then you will build up the loads that will absorb this generation energy. So it's a little complicated, but by using this equipment, you will get to know what can I do in the real life if that things happen, and how can I recover the system as soon as possible to minimize losses. As we discussed earlier, that this can generate all areas of power system: generation, transmission, distribution, and the consumption part as well as with the complete system of protection. So it's amazing point, and we believe that this is not only the most advanced equipment to simulate a complete power system in our products only, but we believe that it's the most advanced one can simulate a power system. In this power simulator, we know that there is a lot of diversity of the sources of energy. So that's why we can keep a simulator, different simulators, according to the types that you like to simulate. So we have 12 kind of simulators, and it covers all types of power plants. Here, as you could see, the title at the left of the slide, application versus pricing. Why I'm saying that? For example, for AAL MPSS, this is a series, and under this series, we have different types of systems. but each system, the price is changeable. Why? Because the feature or the areas that you cover is different. So we will try to emphasize here, when you know exactly what you want, you will pay only for what you need. So, for example, for 01C includes generation, transmission, distribution, protection, and renewable energy, as well as diesel generator. So maybe one customer will say, I'm not interested to simulate diesel generator. I don't need it. So when it takes 02, it's a cheaper than 01. And for example, if he is not interested about renewable, the price will decrease as well. And the latest, the cheapest one in this series is 04, which is just simulate generation, transmission, and distribution without protection, without renewable, without diesel. What I'm trying to emphasize here in this point, that whenever you know your requirements, we will support you to pay according to your requirements. So, and also would like to emphasize that everything is customized. So when we have a discussion with you about your requirements, we will guide you for the right equipment. And don't forget that we are just talking about some selected equipment among this area. We have many equipment can simulate many parts of the power system. And here some ready solutions for the customers that they are interested in some specific area in the network. For example, if you are interested only in generation, so we can offer you AEL MBSSG. When you are interested, once again, about the modular type, not the complete wire. So the one ended by G for the generation, the T1 it's for transmission and national grid, and also includes the features for the protection as well, and which is ended by DL is for distribution and consumption part. So I hope that I tried my level best to cover most of the areas that we will trying to explain today. So thank you once again for attending, keeping yourself available, and feel free to contact us.
Syed, can I just interrupt you a little bit? Just to
Yeah,
release
please,
the
Francisco.
second survey, and then you can finish and make your final
Okay.
comments about this really good presentation.
Thank
Just
you.
a moment. It will take you only a couple of minutes again.
No worries.
It's been released. Okay, that's it. I guess we have it. I'm going to send you later some specific questions related for smart grids, but no worries, I can deal with this. And I leave you to finish the presentation as you wish, all right?
Thank you.
Again, really nice presentation.
Thank you, Francisco. And thanks for all for keeping patient with me to explain all of this. I hope that you could find this presentation is very informative. We will share with you the recording and we can give you more information whenever required. So please feel free to be in touch with us, whether on WhatsApp or through our website, or contact your sales manager that related to your area. So I really appreciate your time. I hope that my colleagues have been able to answer all of your questions during the webinar. And Francisco, if there is any question you need me to answer or to discuss with the participants, please let me know.
I will, no worries. I will be addressing you some more specific and technical questions, and that will be interesting to have them answered. No worries.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Have a lovely day.